We will flip to happier talk, and that is Nebraska basketball off to a 6-0 start. Sam
Hold on,
Hoiberg.
time out. Why don't we just get Sam's thoughts on last night at Penn State? He's a football guy.
No comment there.
Yeah. Well played. Sam, good to have you in on the Sunday Live edition of the Average Joe Sports Show, man. Thanks for joining us. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. I listened to the pregame show, and thanks, Bill, for that warm welcome, letting everyone know I missed that second free throw.
It was intentional, right?
It was intentional, yeah.
I know it was intentional.
It
as I just tweeted out, it was the best 1-for-2 free throw trip in Nebraska basketball history.
Sam, what the hell was going on there at the end of the game? The clock situation, you're shooting free throws, people are talking smack. Walk us through like the last couple of seconds of Friday night.
Yeah, so I obviously got fouled and thought there was 0.6 seconds on the clock. It was when I was shooting the free throw. I'm just thinking make one. I made it, and then I look over at my dad. He says miss it because it would have given him no time. And then I missed it. They go back and look 2 plays back, which I think is completely illegal.
Yes.
And added time to the clock. So that was a little bit annoying. I think I probably would have tried to make the second one if we knew that would happen, but obviously it worked out.
Well, as I did tell you, though, the other night, nice rebound.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sam, let's dive in. Couple of neutral, air quote, neutral site games, the last 2 for Nebraska, and you guys are off to a incredible start. Talk a little bit here about the team, the chemistry, and just how you guys are feeling.
Yeah, I've been really high on this team ever since we got together. One of I think the most important things for our success has been chemistry, and this team really came together. It's probably the best as a whole group that we've had since I've been here. And obviously we got the pieces, we can really shoot it. And I think we proved the other night that we don't necessarily live and die by the three, since we didn't shoot it well, and we still beat a really talented Kansas State team.
How significant, though? Okay, the Hall of Fame Classic aside, go back to the Oklahoma game and the resiliency, the fight. That was a March battle. How significant was that moment in this season for you guys going forward, and just the belief that we've got the chemistry, we've got the talent, we have the grit, that this is a benchmark for December, January, February, and on?
Yeah, I mean, one thing that we always talk about in the locker room is battling adversity. And last year we really struggled with that. I mean, you saw that with how up and down we were. And that was the first adversity we really faced, being down by 16 in the first half and showing that we're capable of coming back. I think we all knew that we were, just because we have so much firepower offensively that we can come back when we're down big. But just showing that we can stay resilient mentally and make that comeback was huge. And we battled a lot of adversity in the Hall of Fame Classic too, and that's showing right now. And these are the games you have to win to make it to March.
What's it do for you having a guy like Rink Mass back, a guy who you played a lot of basketball with?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I haven't made 6 layups in a college basketball game before. And that's largely due to him pulling the big out on the perimeter. So, I mean, he opens up everything for us. Obviously, having a big not sitting in the paint is super helpful, but just, I mean, his skill, his passing, his shooting, it just opens up so much for us offensively. And he's a really good defender. He talks so well in ball screen coverage, and I think that's an underrated aspect of his game. But he helps us. He's our engine for sure, and he makes things easier for everybody.
Does he have a little Jokic to his game? That's what I feel like I've been seeing this year. Like, heady defender, plays smart, kind of reads the other team's offense, but the way he can distribute from the top of the key and even the 3-point line kind of gives you that Jokic feel, which is where basketball is moving.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was kind of our analysis of him a couple of years ago, was that he's going to be able to play a bit like a stretch 5.5 and really be a good passer for us. And obviously he showed that with the triple-double, but I definitely see the comparisons, just being able to shoot. And he's a good defender because he's smart. He's not fast. He's really slow feet. But he just helps us because he's so smart and makes plays like Jokic.
I always think it's your post play that's opening it up for him on the outside to take the threes.
Yeah, I mean, when you got 5'11", 180 in there, just getting the paint locked up, it makes it a lot easier for a 6'10" guy to shoot threes.
Yeah. It's smart strategy.
It's just all about teamwork, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Sam Hoiberg with us here on the Average Joe Sports Show. Go ahead, Sharpie.
Hey, we've all seen Frager play in high school, and you saw him last year when he wasn't playing redshirting. And I ran into you early in the summer, and you kind of echoed the same sentiments as you really like this team. And his name came up right away. And we've seen him now in his first 5 games. Like, what is the change? Like, when did you think, man, this guy could be a key part of what we're going to try and do in 25, 26?
Honestly, it was pretty quick last year. I think we almost regretted the decision to redshirt him because he was killing us in practice. I don't think anyone realized how much skill he had offensively when he was coming in. I mean, he was 17, so the plan was to redshirt him from the start.
Mm-hmm.
Had that not been the initial plan, I don't think he would have redshirted. But now you get him for a whole 4 years, and if he stays that long, he's playing out of his mind as a freshman. Maybe he can make to the NBA with his size and athleticism. But yeah, I mean, his confidence is just unmatched. It's something you envy as a teammate because he just never thinks he's going to miss a shot. He's always ready to shoot, and it's really helpful when you're facilitating and he's ready to shoot those shots and obviously make them.
How important has it been for Jamarcus Lawrence to come back, and how different of a player is he this year as opposed to 2 years and then a year away in Rhode Island?
Yeah, I think he's just gained a lot of confidence. He just needed a little mental refresh, I think. I think his sophomore year didn't go quite as well as he planned. He obviously had an amazing end to his freshman year here, and then I think he only averaged like 6 points his sophomore year, which he was due for a jump, and he just didn't have his best season. So he went away, averaged 10 points, shot it really well, and just knowing the system and defensively and offensively, he's just super confident that he can come back and lead, and he's done an amazing job of that. He's matured. I think my dad's talked about that a lot in the media, but that's been huge for him, and he's obviously shown it on the court, and he's an amazing player. He always has been.
Sam, what's your mentality, and talk a little about the team as well in tight games? You look at how down to the wire it was against Oklahoma, down to the wire it was against Kansas State, and that no flinch ability so far this season.
Yeah, we talk a lot about we call it finding our 6, which is basically on a scale of 1 to 10 how up or down you are with your energy, and it looks different for other guys. For example, my 6 might look like Kale's 12, but you just have to kind of get to like a level to where you're either amping up your energy to be ready for the moment, or to bring down your energy and stay calm, which is something that I do. And like after the game, I was like honestly just feeling really chill, not like super excited, because I tried to calm myself down so much at the end of that game, and it paid off when I got to the free throw line. I didn't feel too nervous on that, but yeah, I think it's just staying calm under pressure and just rolling with the punches. We got down 4 late, and I think a lot of people might have shut it down at that point since we'd given up such a big lead. But yeah, we just stayed with it, rolled with the punches, and I think everyone found their 6 and we pulled it off.
This team is full of guys, Sam, that went under-recruited out of high school, guys that not many schools around the country wanted, didn't give him looks. I mean, you talk about Frager, talk about Mast, Cale Jacobson. So many guys in this team went under-recruited. Is that something that sticks with you guys? Is there a chip on your shoulder nature from that? What do you just make of the fact that it's this team of a lot of Midwestern guys that, hey, the big dogs weren't coming after, that are making some noise in the Midwest? What does that mean to you guys?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for me, I didn't feel too much of a chip on my shoulder since I wasn't recruited all that much, because I didn't have a full lot of confidence that I was a Big Ten player when I got here. But I definitely used it as motivation in my workouts. I worked so hard those early years, and I still am, to improve. But once I figured out I was good enough to play at this level, then I was like, okay, I need to show these people. And it's obviously kind of a weird look when you're the 5'11" coach's kid, not putting up a whole lot of stats, getting lots of minutes. But I just really, my chip on my shoulder comes from trying to prove to people that I do belong. But for the other guys, yeah, I mean, I think we don't necessarily talk about it very much, but we know that we were under recruited, and being able to show that we can beat these teams that have, 5 stars and really high talent guys is just a really satisfying feeling. And it proves that coaching, chemistry, and just playing together, it beats talent most of the time.
When did you know that you could hang in the Big Ten? Is there a moment that stands out?
Yeah, I think kind of halfway through my freshman year, I was playing on scout team, and it's easy to play with confidence on scout team because there's really no remorse for missing a shot or anything. But I was starting to play really well. I was shooting it amazing, and with that confidence, I really just took it and knew that I could beat up on these guys. I would have practices where I hit 7 threes, and the scout team would beat that team by 20. And not saying that's a lot because that team was terrible. No offense to my former teammates, but I definitely felt like I belonged later in that season, and my whole mindset in the off season was to try to work my way into the rotation, which I didn't play great that following summer in practice, but and I think I put too much pressure on myself, but the opportunity came up when we had injuries, and I just took it when it came.
Hey, you're loved at PBA, but when you go on the road, you are the coach's kid. What's the best heckle that you've heard when you've been on the road in the Big Ten or elsewhere?
Gosh, I don't know if I can call any of them the best. I just get "Daddy's boy" all the time. That's a creative one. I mean, it's just so much like how you would never play on any other team, like all that stuff. I just tune it out. It's been the same. I mean, even in high school, I felt like the target. So I'm very used to it, but I don't know if one stands out as the best. But yeah, they get on me pretty heavy.
Who gave it to you?
Which is the worst?
The worst?
Yeah. Which
Which
is the
fan?
worst place? The place.
Penn State, 100%. And it
There's
didn't help
nobody.
that
There's nobody there.
Well, there's nobody there except the 5 students right behind you. And it didn't help that I had my worst game of my college career at Penn State last year, so they could really wail on me. But yeah, just the fact that that's the only people you can hear, and they're right on top of you, that makes it the worst.
It's an empty gym. There's 5 of them. They've been priming since noon.
Yeah, it's a Snops bottle's place. You can hear the Snops bottle get tipped.
So
over.
it just echoes.
Smell it on their breath. Right on top of you.
Keep the birthday candles away, Sam Hoiberg with us here, Average Joe Sunday Live. A couple more minutes with Sam before he's got to get to shoot around. So not a heckling question, but last time you beat Dad at golf or beat Dad at one-on-one?
So I honestly have never played him one-on-one in basketball. He really put the ball down after retiring.
Okay.
So I've played him in horse. I don't think I ever beat him in horse. It's been a long time, though. Golf, I beat him every single time.
Well, so you got a new driver with your Crown earnings. Has that worked out well for you?
The driver didn't work out as well as I wanted, but I bought a 7-wood with that same money, and that thing was the key to dropping my handicap too. So we'll give the Crown money credit for. I got to a plus 0.1 handicap this summer.
Wow,
which is the lowest I've ever been, and we'll give credit to the Crown for that.
Okay, so that's a lot of golf rounds, I can only assume. I was going to ask you your favorite course around town, but this is the Average Joe Sports Show, and I know, hey, with the NIL, the Crown money, you can play some of the nice courses. We're the Average Joes. What's your favorite municipal course around Lincoln of the 4 big ones?
That's code, Sam, for invite.
Well, I live Highlands. I live like 5 minutes from it, and I think it's honestly a really nice course. It's in good shape, and it's a tough test when you're not hitting it straight, but you can score low there too. But it's honestly a great course. It's good. I think Lincoln has great municipal golf.
That they do.
Totally agree. Hey, one thing people don't know, and I mentioned this to you the other night, you've not felt well for a little while now. So the performance that Sam turned in, not since the Jordan flu game have I seen somebody put together an important run in a championship game the way you did. So kudos to you on that.
Yeah, thanks. I promise it wasn't an excuse to miss class.
How is old Bill Doleman as a professor?
He's okay. No, he's been great. He's really helping me. I want to get into sports commentary, so I stay with him after class. Gives me lots of tips and going to start calling some high school games soon, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, it's been really helpful for me, that, Bill.
You're probably going to be a regular on the Average Joe Sports Show as long as you continue to go at least 1 for 2 from the stripe. You know, totally average. You got a podcast too. What's promote your podcast? What do you guys got going on?
Yes, it's called the Sports Section Pod. The host, his name is Matthew Mounsey. He actually lived with my twin brother at TCU, and he's getting into broadcasting. He hit me up one day just talking about getting stuff on tape because he knew I wanted to get into analyst stuff. And yeah, we're just doing one podcast a week talking college basketball, and it's been pretty fun.
Have you had a chance to glimpse at all towards the Big Ten? I know it's one game at a time, Sam, but pretty deep league yet again.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be an absolute battle this year. And I mean, obviously we ranked 14th in the power rankings before the season started, so we got a little chip on our shoulder there. But I mean, like you said, one game at a time. But when you look ahead, we got Creighton, Illinois, and Wisconsin in a 3-game stretch, and that's going to really show who we are. And this Winthrop team should have beat Arkansas last week, which I'm not sure people realize that. So that's going to be a tough game too, and potentially another good win for the resume. But yeah, it's going to be an absolute battle. And if we finish in the upper half, I think we're going to be in a really good spot this season.
One of the things that the fan base talks about a lot, Sam, is that NCAA tournament win. It's been elusive. Fans have been waiting for it for years. I know Kent Pavelka has been waiting for it for years. Is that something that you guys talk about much internally?
Absolutely. You can't not. And Rick and I live together. We don't want to leave this place without a tournament win. We've seen the growth in the program, and we think we're at the level to where we can get that done. Obviously, making it 2 years ago and not getting it done really stung. So we don't want to leave this place without getting that tournament win, and that's the goal on our mind. And we don't want to just place a goal to where you get the one and then you're done and think that you're kind of off the hook, I guess. But we want to go far in the tournament. We think we got the pieces for that, and we're going to obviously keep continuing to improve. But we do think this team has what it takes to get there. So, I mean, that is the goal in mind, and we do talk about it quite a bit.
That's awesome.
Sam, we'll let you get to shoot around. Appreciate you making time and jumping on the Sunday Live Average Joe Show, partner. And best to you, and we'll get in touch again, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on. I look forward to coming on again.
Thanks, Sam.
Appreciate Sam.